just had one of our set piece cyber events in London. It was completely sold out, standing room only by the end, which was fantastic to see. We started off with a keynote from a senior lawyer at the Information Commission's Office, the ICO. Really insightful. It was particularly good to hear her talk about how the ICO reacts to data breaches when they are reported to it. That was really useful, I think, for the entire audience. We then did a bit of horizon scanning in the cyberspace and looked in particular at the morass of digital regulation covering cyber that's coming out of the UK and Europe at the moment that's really hard to unpick and make sense of. And then finally, we looked at cyber priorities, risk management priorities for the C-suite. What do boards need to focus on in terms of cyber risk management? So that was the day, sellout event, really, really good fun. And we'll be running another one soon, I hope.
So this year, we're going to see a continued proliferation of digital regulation, creating a maze for companies to navigate. We're going to see continued efforts from the ICO to focus on effective, proportionate, and dissuasive enforcement. And in the litigation arena, whilst defendants' defences have held up the tide against American-style class actions, litigation continues to be a thorn in the side of those companies who've suffered a data incident.
So our panel was an interactive discussion on priorities for the C-suite around cyber. Covered a range of issues, but what came out top, unsurprisingly, was cyber preparedness. Looking at all the different things that companies can do to save time in those critical first couple of days of handling a ransom attack.
But now what you're getting is a load of specific DD products. And so from the outset of a transaction, your basic legal due diligence questionnaire, your bog standard, will always include some questions about what policies there are, whether or not there have been any breaches. It's important to think about the look back period when you're looking at due diligence.
What we learned is, whilst a lot of companies focus on tabletop exercises and playbooks, incident response plans, there's a lot more that companies can do to save time in those critical hours.
2025 is set to be a big year for cyber. There's a lot of law and regulation coming down the track apart from anything else, which clients are going to need to make sense of and unpick and understand. We're going to be running more updates, more events in this space, so please do keep in touch.